Hey y'all, how's it going? In this video, I'm going to show you how to make this really cool model I just designed. Check it out. It's an origami grabber, and this is how it works. See? So you push these two handles like this, and it grabs. And you can use it to grab things. So, I have a model I designed recently right here. This is one I'll probably teach in the future. And, let me see if I can pick it up. Yep, it picks it up. Alright. I know you guys want to learn this model, so let's jump right into it. Alright, so for this model, I'm going to use a square sheet of origami paper that's 6 by 6 inches. Alright, so I'm going to make one that's brown, so we're going to begin with the white side facing up, and we're going to fold in half. Okay, unfold and rotate it so the crease we just made is vertical. And we're going to take this corner and fold it to here. So we're folding in half in the other direction. Okay, unfold. And now take this edge and fold to the center. And I like to just fold from this crease right here to the bottom. You can fold all the way across, that wouldn't hurt anything, but I think it'll be a little bit cleaner if we just fold to the crease right there. Okay, and repeat on this side. So take this edge and fold it to here. And same thing, if you want to fold all the way across, go for it, but I like to fold just from the crease to the right. Alright, and now make both those folds at the same time. Just like this. So we have a point that sticks up, and this is called a rabbit ear fold. Alright, now this corner sticking up, fold it to the left and to the right. Okay, and you can keep it the one direction. And let's repeat that process on this side. So here we go. So fold to the middle. And just fold to the crease. And this side too. Oh, by the way, I want to mention that this is actually my variation of a similar model that Jeremy Schaefer designed, and he made a tutorial right here for that. But this is my variation. Okay, and now we're gonna make these two folds at the same time, like this, and this point sticks up, and flatten that up and down. Alright, this is what it looks like. Now make it so that these two corners stick up, and now we're going to fold the model in half like this. So these two corners meet. Alright. And now let me zoom in. Okay, and I'll brighten this a little bit. There we go. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take this edge. This is actually two edges here, but try and hold them both at the same time. And hold them as much as possible so they don't slide. So we're going to take it and we're going to fold them to the center line. And you know, I can darken this a little bit. There we go. Doesn't need to be so bright. So, it's okay if they kind of slide a little bit, like, if it's like a millimeter, that's fine. Just don't let them slide too much. Alright, and repeat on this side. So hold them together as much as possible, and fold them to the center. Okay, now unfold. And now comes a tricky step. So this model has a few tricky steps to it, so continue at your own risk. But you already made it this far, so why not be up for the challenge? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to make a spread squash. So this is what we're going to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to just take this front edge and fold it to the center. And this makes like a pocket, so you can put your finger inside. And what we're gonna do is we're going to spread squash this point sticking up. So this is how we're gonna do it. So I'm gonna zoom in close so you can see. So you wanna do is you just wanna kind of tug the paper so it spreads like this. And it's tricky at first, but you just kind of want to fiddle with it. And actually just wait, let me do it first and then I'll explain. So this is what a spread squash is, and they are not easy. I think spread squashes are probably one of the most difficult folds out there in origami. But I think the absolute worst, absolute most difficult fold in origami is closed sinks. And there's a couple of closed sinks in this model too, by the way. So if you're still up for the challenge, then cool. There we go. I wasn't great there, but that's okay. Oh well. So that's what I did. So it's kind of hard to explain. It's just kind of, you know, watch me do it. All right, I'll show you again on this side. So if you didn't get it on here, you have another try here. So open this, take just this edge and fold it to the center. And then you just want to spread squash it. So you're pulling on the edges, putting some pressure right here so it spreads. And then you want to try and make it as clean as a triangle as you possibly can. Like this. There we go, I did much better. So it got a little crooked right there on the side, but that's okay. So that's what a spread squash is. Alright. So now turn over on this side, and we're going to take these two edges and fold them to the center. Okay. And now we're going to do is we're going to take this edge here and fold it to the center. And try and make it come to a nice sharp point right there. And it does get a little bit thick right on the top here. And I'm going to use my bone folder and make that really flat right there. There we go. And repeat on this side. So take this edge and fold it to the center. And try and make it come to a nice point right there. And it gets thick right there, so I'm going to use my bone folder and really flatten that out. There we go. Okay, unfold those. And now we're going to reverse these two greases we just did. So just kind of use our fingernail and just loosen it up. And then just do the same thing on this side. So we're folding on the existing greases. Same here too. Alright, and you can just do it a couple times. Alright, now we're going to do the two close sinks. So, that's how we're going to do it. So what we're going to do is we're going to open here into this white pocket and just put your finger all the way inside there. And then what you want to do is, by keeping all this closed, you want to just ridiculously just push that point in like this. And this involves crumpling the paper. So I have my other index finger pushing up against that point for support. And then I'm using this index finger just kind of pushing that point in. Like this. See? So it's going to crumple a little bit at first. But yeah, just do it like this. This is tricky, I know. Close sinks are one of the most difficult folds in origami. Close sinks and spread squashes. There we go. That's the close sink. And I'm sorry, I'm very sorry to say this, but we have to do it one more time. So on this side. So open here, open that up like this, and I have my index finger in there for support, and start pushing. And it's tricky at first, but then once you got it pushed in enough, then it gets easier. See, now it's getting easier. There we go. That's what it looks like. Alright, so I hope you guys were able to do that. That was tricky. But all the rest of the steps are quite easier. Alright, so now we're going to do is we're going to make the little hook part of the grabber. So these two hooks. So what we're going to do is we're going to, I don't have an exact reference for this. You're kind of on your own for this. But what you want to do is you want to, if you want them to be smaller, then I think you have to fold it up less like this. So smaller. But if you want them bigger, then fold it more. I'm going to go about like this. Well, actually, I'm going to go a little bit bigger just to make it easier to see on camera. I'd rather for it to be smaller because it'll make a bigger grabber. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to do this bigger right here so it's easier to see for you guys. Alright, and repeat on this side as well. And this one you can match by making this point right here match with that point right there. That's about as best as I can explain it there. Or in other words, just align the edges right there. There we go. Alright, now we're going to do is we're going to unfold those and we're going to outside reverse fold them. So, open here. And there's two. If y'all can see this camera would focus. The camera isn't focusing, what the heck? Here, I'll zoom in like this. There we go, that's better. So there's two diagonal creases. So make those mountain folds and just outside reverse fold it like that. And repeat on this side. So open here. Look for those two diagonal creases inside. Make them come out. Pinch them mountains. And then just collapse everything like this. There we go. And that's what it looks like. Okay. Now we're going to do is we're going to go inside here, and we're going to do is we're going to make a diagonal valley fold that goes from that point to that point right there. So where this edge comes to this edge right here, so that point. So put our finger inside here, and we're just going to make a valley fold that connects those 2 points I just showed. Like that. Now, make a valley fold that goes from there to that point. So where this edge comes to that edge right there. This is the mechanism that makes it work. Alright. Okay, undo that and repeat on the other side. So from there to that edge. Alright, and there too. And then it's best to flatten everything like this. And let's flatten these in both directions too, so it's nice and balanced. Oh, almost got off camera there. Oh, well, wasn't off camera. Sometimes I'm actually focusing on the model than on the screen. It's just a habit, I'm sorry. And there we go. And the model is done. So if you guys have any issues with this video, let me know in the comments, and if I get any complaints about me being off camera or something, I'll take this video down and remake it. And upload it as soon as possible. Okay, but anyways, once you did that, your origami grabber is all done. So you just take these two handles and just push them in and out like this. And this part grabs, it opens and closes like that. How cool is that? And you can actually grab stuff too with it, and I showed that in the beginning. Oh, and I want to show you this other variation I made. I kind of modified the handles a little bit to make them look cooler. So I made two like circle kind of things just to make it look cooler. And I made the grabber actually more curved too. But that's really challenging, and it's pretty messy. So that'll be extremely hard for me to teach on camera. So I don't know if I'll be able to teach this one. But if you guys really want me to, if I get enough requests, then I'll see about refining it and making a video on it. But I don't think I'll do this one anytime soon. Not right now. This one is so much better, so much cleaner. So I definitely prefer this one. So yeah, alright, well, hope you guys were able to follow this video and were able to make this. It's a little tricky with those tricky steps, but just give it another try if you haven't made it, and hopefully you'll make it successfully. So yeah, alright, make sure you subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Alright, peace out.